Hey guys, it's Ray. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking over the most recent dev update for September 2023 for Palia. This was totally posted 2 days ago, but I was celebrating family time and hadn't had time to post this update. But I'm going to do it now just in case you might not know what's going on in the dev update. So let's look at it together. It says, it's been an action-packed month for Palia, from the Mahi Market to the Temple of Flames, not to mention befriending Tao and dozens of other feature updates. We hope that everything you've seen in patch 0.167 and 0.168 has made you more excited for what else is to come. In case you missed our very first dev update last month, dev updates are regular check-ins from Palia development team where we cover your most requested features and recent hot topics. I did do a video on the first dev update and I will link it down below. We see tons of chat coming from the community. Congratulations for Discord hitting 300,000 members. And while we not be able to cover everything you've discussed in the below dev update, we hope that these sneak peeks give you a lot to look forward to in the coming months. So I'm super excited to see what they have. So coming soon, we have obstacle courses. Interesting. We've always envisioned Palia as a game that is capable of containing many different types of experiences. While our core experience is that of a community sim, just building the pieces to make that experience enables us to more easily make experiences that are more typical in other game genres with some of the same components. With that in mind, we have an experimental feature dropping in an upcoming patch, an obstacle course. This is giving, what was the game? Only Up. I did a video on that a while back. That game was very stressing for me. This is an early look at the obstacle course, but it says moving in Palia is already pretty fun, and many of you spend a lot of time trying to climb on top of anything you can lay your eyes on. I get stuck on mountains constantly. However, focused platforming challenge is still a different experience to what is typical in Palia. Obstacle courses are often challenging and test players differently than most of our existing content does. As such, we don't think this is an experience that will appeal to all Palians, but we think it's okay as long as there is a core group that does speak to, because we don't want people to feel like this is an experience they have to participate in. We have not put any unique rewards behind completing it that a cozy gamer would feel like they absolutely have to. Example, like there's no plushies locked behind it, etc. Flow tree grows. We've seen a lot of feedback around flow trees being too rare. I agree. Even more rare than expected for magical, glowing purple trees. As the temple began to awaken, more flow has begun to churn out through the land. Because of this, you'll start to see groves of flow trees start to emerge. Flow tree groves will appear in small groups of flow trees in various sizes. Once per Palian day, a small grouping of flow trees will appear for players to find in Bahari. You'll be able to see the visible plume of flow from further distance than you would a single flow tree. Okay, so that's interesting. Coupled with flare arrows and proximity chat discussed below, gathering folks in the server to chop down trees will be easier. Okay, so that's interesting because I feel like it's easier for me to find pallium than flow trees. Flare arrows. We discussed that signaling your location on the map to other players can be difficult in a variety of situations across Palia. There have been many of times where I'm trying to get people to come hit a flow tree with me and they cannot find me, and I'm stuck sitting there for like 10 minutes. I just jump and wave. With that in mind, we've been tinkering with flare arrows, and we can't wait for this new addition to help players with this challenge moving forward. And this is just an early image of that. Here's how flare arrows will work. They deal no damage and they do not alert nearby creatures. Okay, that's really good. It will leave a lingering visual effect in the sky for 1 minute high into the air. The color of the flare will be randomized. Players will only be able to have one active flare at a time, and firing a flare while you already have one active will cancel out the first one. Start saving your resources now, so you'll be able to alert friends. So it'll be 5 heartwood planks, 5 flint, and 1 crystal lake lotus. and you can craft 5 at a time. Okay, so that's actually pretty exciting because it's not a crazy amount of resources either. Proximity chat. Ooh, I'm curious. In addition to flare arrows, another frequently requested feature we're looking into for the near future that will support spontaneous multiplayer communication is proxy chat. Proxy chat will be a new text channel that allows players to send messages exclusively to players in their vicinity. We hope to make it easier for players to have more intimate conversations, role play, and coordinate gameplay. In our local tests, it already feels so freeing to be able to chat with the person next to you instead of spamming the whole server. I do agree. There's been times where I was fishing and I was trying to talk to the person next to me, and it's like the whole server starts replying, and it's kind of like, why? But I think that'll help too, because if you're in proxy chat and you message about a flow tree or something, only the people in a certain vicinity will get that, so you're not waiting for people across Bahari to find you. Ammo and bait and quest pouches. Oh, this is going to be exciting. We've seen a lot of feedback around managing bag inventory when players are out in the world. To save you some trips back and forth to your housing plot, we are adding separate space for you to store ammo, bait, and quest items called pouches. There'll be 2 different pouches, an ammo and bait pouch and a quest item pouch. So in the image below, it appears that it's like all of your ammo is stored in one, and then your questing will be in a different one. It says you'll be able to manage these items in these pouches by simply toggling to the dedicated tab in your player menu. When created or looted, ammo and bait and quest items will go directly to the dedicated pouches. No management required. So I think that that's really good too. You start with 1 complete row of dedicated ammo and bait slots. Ammo and bait pouch upgrades will be purchased through Zeki's store, obviously. And they add additional rows of ammo and bait to your inventory. When players purchase all of these, will have 40 available slots. So I still haven't even upgraded my backpack past like the first level. Like, it's just this game is so expensive, like everything in it. However, the quest item pouch has unlimited capacity. You will no longer need to worry about quest items management at all. You'll be able to carry all quest items on your person at all times. Look forward to us starting to implement this feature in the next few patches. So that's actually pretty exciting, because now, like when I was questing most recently, I had to do something for Anui, and instead of having to go back and forth and put it in my chest, I could have just kept it on me. All right, there are some improvements to the workbench. On the last patch episode, you saw our first step toward improving the experience of the workbench when we introduced the ability to multi-craft, and I did cover those patch notes. I'll link that video down below as well. This update means that you can craft multiple batches of ammo, decor, furniture, and anything else you can find in the workbench up to quantities of 99 instantly, as long as you have the materials. Coming up next, you can look forward to more improvements, including sorting options and updated tabs, and several other additional changes to follow in patches beyond that. So I think that's really exciting. As somebody who does a lot of crafting, it will be very helpful. Mining and starstones. All right, so the Mahi culture is deeply influenced by the stars and the moons, which Shane talks about a lot. Part of this culture that we haven't yet shared in Palia are starstones, which reflect your lunar sign. And now I'm going to assume your lunar sign is like the earth and the fire and the options that you use when you reply to other people. It says a Luna sign is the phase of the dragon moon you were born under. Similar to how we were assigned birthstones to months in real life, each Luna sign has an associated starstone. You'll be able to find these starstones in various rarities and random drops while mining. These starstones will sell for a very high value and buff the economic potential of mining significantly, which I think is really good, because I feel like there is no real like selling point of mining. Like, I just mine and I store it, or I use it to build. If you choose not to sell them, you can gift them to villagers who will respond positively when receiving their starstone. We'll be sharing more details about this future develops, so keep checking in monthly. Okay, so cool. That's pretty cool. I'm hoping that they define in-game like character Starstones, because I'm sure on their wiki, which I can totally link below, but on their wiki I'm pretty sure they go over each character's Starstone, but I couldn't tell you on the top of my head. Or maybe they haven't even implemented it yet. I'm not sure. The future to cake parties. Now, cake parties is not something I particularly have participated in, as I am a solo dolo player, but it says it is also time to share that in the upcoming patch of 0.169, which comes out next week, so I will definitely cover those patch notes with a video next week, but the celebration cake will be rebalanced. We recommend having a bake sale this weekend. So if you're needing money before this gets balanced out, have those cake parties. I'm assuming the patch will come out on Tuesday. It's typically update day. We will share all the details in the patch notes next week, but rest assured, cake parties aren't going anywhere, but we do need to find the right balance for all of our skills. For now, be sure to gather up the jammers, leafers, ovens, and everyone else for the rousing weekend of cake parties. And then this is on the horizon. We have a kneeling emote, which comes out in this next patch. New skin tones and facial features, which I'm assuming is the beard. New hunting creatures. Okay, so more than just your chappas and your Cernix. And then additional improvements to the request system, which I never use ever. It says, we haven't forgotten about one of our most popular requests, your downright demands to redact. We're just excited as you are. And it has a heart with a hot dog and a mussel. So I'm wondering if it's like romance based. And then of course, check out their socials and let them know what you think. But yeah, this is a pretty good update. I feel like it's giving us a lot of good stuff. So definitely applaud the devs here. They're always working hard, I feel like, with this game. So I hope you enjoyed this short little video going over the updates for 2023 of September. And yeah, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already subscribed. I post Palia content and other variety content every week with my schedule down below. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye guys.